Welcome to you. Happy birthday to me. So if you happen to have enjoyed some of our life puzzle reality TV, but actually it's branded Life Puzzles Limited video blog in the Life Puzzle shop in Camden Town. You may have heard me saying this one because I'm presenting this video blog in my studio gallery, my workshop in the Stables Market in Camden Town, Unit 822. Life Puzzles Ltd. That's the business that I'm doing now. That I've actually been creating this handcrafted art form, Life Puzzles. You have the right of way. Come on now. So I got to try to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. This video blogging with you now is extracurricular activity. Did I say this one correctly? I don't know. If you're a grammar instructor, maybe you can help me out there. Extracurricular activity. It's at the moment what I should be doing is driving. I should have all my attention on the road, so I'm going to try to focus my attention there, as well as carry on with this mission statement. That's what this particular broadcast is. But if you're just joining into the life puzzles video blogs, whether you've began the journey with me when I first started making the movies on my quest from California to Cyprus, or whether you've joined just recently or somewhere along the way or sometime in the future, I want to try to summarize for you all the components in this life puzzle video blog making. So we have Life Puzzles Limited, which is the art form I'm doing, the product that I'm producing, which I'm selling, marketing in Camden Town, Unit 822 in the Stables Market. And then I have this Life Puzzle Reality TV that I started doing when I left California on my way to see Sheikh Nazim in Cyprus. I was trying to sort myself out, get a new life plan, and I wanted to have the blessings of the Sultan, the King of Saints, Maulana Sheikh Nazim at the time, who has now passed the secret to his son, the successor of the Naqshbandi Haqqani golden chain, which is now being called the Naqshbandi Rabbani order. As Maulana Sheikh Nazim said, to us we should be asking to belong to our Lord. Ya Rabb, may we belong to you. And we should not be saying we're Sufi, we're this, we're that, but we want to be Rabbani. We want to belong to our Lord, if I'm understanding that correctly. Forgive me now if you're following this, because I don't want you to believe or to think me posing as a sheikh. Astaghfirullah. Our sheikh is Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Adil now, appointed by Maulana Sheikh Nazim. Is the leader of the Naqshbandi Sufi order, the golden chain, the silsila, going back to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam through Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, Hazrat Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. Now representing Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we believe is Muhammad Adil Arabani, our sheikh. He's the sheikh, and it would be, astaghfirullah lazim, forgive me, but it would be egotistical for me to even suggest that I am a student of his, because if I was a student of our sheikh, and then I would not be exhibiting so many bad behaviors. A true student would be the shadow of the sheikh, and astaghfirullah. I'm a shadow, black sheep. I'm a black sheep in my peers of Islam. I'm a black sheep in the Tariqa. I'm a black sheep in all corners. But I hope, inshallah, that I can be a good black sheep. I hope I can be a sheep, inshallah. I want to be a sheep. I want to follow our shepherd. So, it's my hope to be able to follow the shepherd, to be I may be the black sheep, maybe a white sheep, or maybe a purple sheep, I don't know. But I want to be a sheep following the shepherd, and I recognize Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Adil as our shepherd. So, before we ramble on too long, I want to get back to the point of the mission statement. So, why? I do this a lot. I've been doing this a lot in the newest videos. I think it's important to have a mission statement, because I have a business. You know, in businesses they say, all businesses nowadays, we're not talking about religiosity or Sufism or anything. We're talking just business, right? And that's what I've been promoting my product, Life Puzzles. Businesses usually have a mission statement. So I want to make a mission statement, and I'm doing it here on Life Puzzles Burhanuddin Life Puzzle Reality TV, because as a aspiring sheep of Maulana Muhammad Adil Rabbani, my goal, my aim, truly, inshallah, I hope, may Allah Azza wa Jal grant us to truly be following the true ones, the Sadiqeen. So, and if we're following them, we should have niyyah in what we're doing, inshallah. If I've learned anything, I don't know if my capacity to learn is diminished over the years from many different reasons, including age. And I'm still young, alhamdulillah, 41 years old now. But if I've retained anything from what we've heard them say to us, we should have a niyyah. What are we doing? What is our intention? So, inshallah, my niyyah, my intention, my mission statement for the business Life Puzzles is to earn a living, to produce a product which is, I believe it is a work of art. It's this wooden puzzle, but it's not a wooden puzzle like you've ever seen before. Something very different, very unique, unusual. It's very simple, somehow very different. And it is a work of art, as well as being a fun activity. It's a handcrafted work of art that you can play with, this Life Puzzle. And I, as the founder of the concept, the artist, and I want to talk more about this term artist, but as far as the market, as far as my consumers, they see me as an artist and a craftsman, artist, craftsman. Some say artist, some say craftsman. Doesn't matter. Inshallah, I hope that I'm not hung up on these titles. We want to be Rabbani. That's the title we want. But I do think, though, it is an art form. And we had a blessed meeting with Ahmed Mustafa when we were in Cyprus. We were living there with Maulana the last couple of years of Maulana's physical life. And I'm sorry, every time I say this, you know, Maulana, his body is lying in a paradise now, grave, inshallah. But we believe that the awliya, the saints, are not limited to the grave. So I don't like to say the end of the physical life, because we believe that the awliya, we can see them, they can appear physically, they can have many bodies, they can be in endless places at once. Inshallah, they're with us. Maulana's sitting here beside me now. And if I was on the level to see it, I could shake their hand, I could kiss their hand now, but I'm not on that level. May we be on the level to be able to see these ones, these living ones. They have died before they died. They have died to their worldly, ugly, nafis self, egotistical self, and they have become truly Rabbani. So, Let's see if I can remember. First of all, I should have said, since I'm sharing this on the Burhanuddin Life Puzzle Reality TV, should have said Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Destur Medad Ya Sayyidi, Destur Medad Maulana Sheikh Nazim, Destur Medad Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Adil al-Rabbani. We're calling all the awliya, Anbiya, the Malikat, the Rijal al-Ghaib, the men of the unseen, to support us and to inspire us. Ya Shari Madan, Maulana Sheikh Muhammad Nazim at the end of his physical life, was just to say the physical life, although we believe that he's still physically here with us, inshallah, spiritually. But they were calling upon Hazrati Ali radiallahu an. Ya Shari Madan. They were calling on Hazrati Ali radiallahu an, this heavenly lion, especially. So we want to be sure, inshallah, I'd like to be sure to call on them also. Call on the ones that we can remember. We can't call on everyone every time, but the more support, the better from these heavenly lions. MashaAllah, may we be supported by them. So, we're living in Cyprus, yeah, mashallah, we got back on track, at the end of Maulana's physical life, and we had a meeting with Ahmed Mustafa, a famous calligrapher. He's doing contemporary calligraphy, and my wife is Master Hatat. She studied in Istanbul from Hasan Chalabi, and she's aspiring to progress in her art. I put in quotes there, art. And Ahmed Mustafa said to her, because she asked how can she progress with her art, and Ahmed Mustafa said something to us, because it was a blessed meeting, I think, especially there at the home of Maulana Sheikh Nazim. I especially took this one to heart, what he said to us. He said, now an artist, someone aspiring to be an artist, is asking to glorify themselves. They're producing a work of art and say, look at this thing I've created, I am an artist. He said, really, I don't know what his exact words were, so I guess I'm paraphrasing, trying to put into words what I got from what he said to us, but if I understood it, he was saying to us that really a blessed aim or goal would be rather to ask, to hope to be, to aspire towards, to work towards being a scientist of the arts. A scientist of the arts is using his art to glorify something greater than himself or herself. A scientist of the art is taking this thing, whatever he's doing, these things, his body of work, and he's bringing them together, or she, to glorify something greater than himself. And obviously, as someone hoping to be living for the pleasure of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, Allah Almighty, then the scientist of the art would hope and aspire towards and use his abilities and his efforts intentionally, maybe also on what we could say scientifically, they say the subconscious level, or even, I like to say, the ruhani, maybe, am I using this word in Arabic correctly? The spiritual level. Using his arts, his crafts, his body of work to glorify Allah Azza wa Jal, to call people to remember their Lord, to be Rabbani, inshallah. So that's my mission statement. My product, Life Puzzles, I'm presenting now in Camden Town, the Stables Market. And I'm focusing, you can see when you come to my shop, you can see it's pop culture, it's rock and roll memorabilia, it's comic book art, it's motion picture stuff, it's family photos, and sacred art, which I put up. The sacred art is, you find it at the highest point in my gallery. I put it above the worldly stuff. I put the sacred art above the world, above the dunya. I place it there, and that is an intentional one. I intentionally am trying to place the sacred art in the position of honor, to glorify. I'm hoping to, it's my niyyah, my hope, that I'm showing the respect, the love, and the desire I'm hoping, I want to place these things in that position, trying not to be disrespectful, trying to have good manners, especially now because when you come to my shop, you see comic book art, motion picture memorabilia, rock and roll. Even I'm playing a lot of music in my gallery and singing along to it. I'm taking everything that I'm gathering up all the things that I have become familiar with or gained some skills in, and I'm trying to take the good and arrange it as a life puzzle. So one great big life puzzle. I'm taking from what I remember from pop culture and things that I had loved as growing up as a child. And I'm using that artwork because I can relate with it to create a product that people will buy, to support my family and to give sadaqah, and to perform my servanthood. Inshallah, it's my hope to perform my servanthood for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by working to provide for my family, to give to my community. And I try not to be religious in my shop. I try to avoid religious discussion altogether. When people come into my shop, they see a hipster. Inshallah, that's my niyyah, is that they just see a hipster. They're not worried at all about what is my religion. Even though you can find it if you look. It's not in your face. Well, it's already in your face with my funny clothes and my hat and my beard. But when you look at the subject matter, you won't realize right off the bat. You just see a hipster. And that's my tactic at the moment. Be a hipster selling my life puzzles in Camden Town. But my niyyah, inshallah, my mission statement that I'm saying to you here on Burhanuddin Life Puzzle Reality TV is that I can use the body of work, the life puzzles, the wooden blocks of wood that I've cut into pieces, presented it as this decorative piece of artwork that you can play with, to the video blogs, the Life Puzzle Limited channel, and the Burhanuddin Reality TV. I want to bring it all together now as my body of work. Inshallah, hoping that all of it, that we can look at it all when I'm dead and gone. If anybody was to want to, whatever pieces they find, whether it's a video snippet or a block of wood cut into pieces, or whatever survives me, I'm hoping that it's a map. I'm hoping that you can see that somehow through all these pieces that I've used the gifts that Allah Azza wa Jal has granted me to point to the divine reality, to point to Allah, Ya Ahad. I want to glorify Allah Azza wa Jal. I want to call people to remember the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal. That's the ultimate game. Game? Astaghfirullah. No. But I am producing a game, aren't I? I call it Life Puzzles. And the body of work is all these pieces that inshallah, I hope that you can find a way to arrange them in order to find something wonderful, something miraculous, inshallah. Allah Azza wa Jal would do this, not me. I can't do the miraculous. I hope to be a piece in a miraculous puzzle, inshallah. And I look at all the components of my life. I started this life puzzle business when I was 19, pre-Islam. I was just a California kid. My father's very Christian, my grandparents very Christian, my mother very rebel. My mother was, I got the black sheep from my mom, and the desire to be religious from my father, but I chose Islam. Alhamdulillah. I started my business. I printed my business name Life Puzzles when I was 18 in Southern California. By 19 I had my first shop, and I was renting the store from a Naqshbandi Haqqani follower. He had a picture of Maulana Sheikh Nazim behind his main counter, and you could hear him every day. I worked with him every day in the same building. I had my shop in the same building with him and his antique shop, and then one portion of this square was my shop. We shared the same airspace. The ceilings were open, so whenever he was speaking about and that he was a Sufi follower of Mawlana Sheikh Nazim, and his religion was Islam, and his prophet was Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whenever I hear him talking about these topics, I mean, whenever he was speaking, I could hear it if I was to tune in. But consciously, with my conscious mind, I tuned it out. I didn't really pay much attention to it. It didn't matter to me. I was just a California kid. But I wanted to become, at a certain point, although I was kind of found some success in my craft, and was treated kind of like a local celebrity for being this 19-year-old kid with his own store in a tourist town in Northern California. I could find no satisfaction in life, and I made the choice to practice the religion of my landlord because I liked him and I liked his friends. I decided to just try it. I had not remembered anything from what he had said about his religion, what it meant to be a Muslim person, let alone had any understanding of what it meant to follow a sheikh, or to be Sufi. I just made a very practical decision. One night I made a prayer to God, and I said, God, I'm willing to believe. You are real. I believe you are real. You're in control of all things, and you know the secrets of my heart. And I make the choice to become, I want to make the choice to become a Muslim person and follow the religion of my landlord. And if I find success in that, I believe you're showing me I've made the right choice. And I believe I have found success in that. Oh, awesome. Wondrous success in that. And that's why now, 23 years later, let me see, 21 years later, I'm still hoping to believe. Still hoping to be a mu'min. I'm a Muslim, inshallah, because I accept that Islam is the religion. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is our prophet. Allah Azza wa Jal is one. His angels and the unseen. For these reasons, holy books. For these reasons, I believe I am a Muslim. I can say that. But to say mu'min, a believer, astaghfirullah, I can hope to be a believer. I hope to be a true mu'min. And so I look at all the pieces of this life puzzle, from the initial stage of choosing a name for my business, which I called Life Puzzles, long before I ever was going to be considered that I would become a religious person, to finding Islam while doing this business of life puzzle making. I look at all the pieces and I see it as one great big body of work. Allah Azza wa Jal is the artist, and I aspire, my mission statement is to be a scientist of the arts, to arrange the pieces and to do my best to take the pieces and arrange them nicely, hoping that what I've left behind is a map pointing to Allah Azza wa Jal. And we're doing that by pointing to a sheikh, because we believe as followers, as hopeful sheep of the flock following the shepherd, which we believe is Muhammad Adil Rabbani. We believe it's important to have a sheikh, because without a sheikh, the shaitan is your teacher. And I'm hoping that my teacher is Mawlana Sheikh Muhammad Adil Rabbani, and he is guiding us on this spiritual level. We believe that they have the power and the authority to do this, so we're pointing to them also. I hope that my body of work, my aspiration, my mission statement is that all the pieces of this life puzzle that I am arranging are a map pointing you to the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal, pointing you to the awliya, the saints, the true ones, the real saints. I believe Sheikh Muhammad Adil Rabbani is the king, the sultan of the awliya, of the saints, pointing you to the anbiya, the prophets, and the sultan of the prophets, Ya Rasulullah Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, the sultan of prophets. I hope, my aspiration, my mission statement, inshallah, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, may you bless us, and may this be a sincere mission statement, and may we have the success in this, that our body of work, from the Life Puzzles reality TV to the Life Puzzles limited video blog, which is I hide the spirituality. It's not so obvious in that one, but I toss a little bit here and there. May it be as a map. May you be able to find some inspiration here and there, causing you to look and to think and to remember, inshallah, the oneness, the oneness. Everything belongs to you, and nothing. There is no power, no might except in you. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billahil azim. And may you support us and grant us to be powerful with your pleasure. Okay, we're back on. I saw it reconnected for a second, inshallah. That is the mission statement. The body of work. May I be a scientist of the arts. May my body of work be a map, pointing you to the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal, pointing you to the guides, Sheikh Muhammad Adil al-Rabbani, Sheikh Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani, to the masters of the Naqshbandi Tariqa, especially the exalted Golden Chain, Naqshbandi Sufi, the Naqshbandi Rabbani, more importantly, order. Naqshbandi Rabbani, Rabbaniya. Look there. If you've come across any one of these pieces of this piece of artwork that I'm aspiring to arrange. If you come across any piece, I hope that they can point you that way. You don't need to look at my artwork anymore. What Allah Azza wa Jalla, inshallah, is doing through me. You can leave it now and you go to them. Sheikh Muhammad Adil Rabbani, currently. Or go to the Naqshbandi Golden Chain if you're looking at this 100 years from now. Find the current successor. Golden Chain that goes from Muhammad Adil al-Rabbani to Sheikh Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani to Sheikh Abdullah Faiz al-Dagestani to Sheikh Sharafuddin al-Dagestani. Follow the chain that goes from them back to Hazrati Abu Bakr radiallahu anh, to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Follow that golden chain. Follow their examples. Leave me now. You don't need to look at me anymore and to look at life puzzles. I'm creating life puzzles in the reality TVs and all this just to catch the mainstream people. But those of you who are already inclined for spirituality and for religion, for the Deen of Islam, if you came across this, leave me now. You don't need me. You don't need to look at this anymore unless you want to get some entertainment. I'm pleased to entertain you, and I'd be pleased to meet you also if you want to come in sometime. Say hello. It would be very nice to get more blessings. Please make dua for us, inshallah. We'll go look at them. Don't waste your time with me, because I say me too much. Me. Look what I can do. Astaghfirullah. Ya Allah, protect us from that, from meism. May we have Rabbaniism. Ameen. And as Mawlana Shaykh would do at the end of his sohbat, astaghfirullah, may my niyyah not have been to make sohbat, but may we also receive, inshallah, a blessing of sohbat from them. Because Shah Naqshband, I forgot to mention, Shah Naqshband, the namesake of the Naqshbandi Sufi order, said that the blessings come from gathering in the sohbat. So may we get some of these blessings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.